Nimbula. Pinaka everyone. Pinaka Valebo for joining in our Talanoa session today. Greeting you once more on this beautiful Monday evening. It's 18 minutes past 9 in Fiji, 18 minutes past 7 in Sydney, Australia. And it's 18 minutes past 11 for us here in Hawaii, but it's on Sunday. So we're still finishing our week on this side of the world. Nimbula binaka malo lelei. Vinaka pakalevu wikimniket sarna biokani. Oni sema tikumay na nonda Talanoa ni kua. Ero sema tikumay ngoro lero na nonda bulagin dokai. Paulini Turagabeci, bunga bikimnini sa kilikwa tiko. And nona ibatapata ni ndo bola. Bakatalangat kina ndo na marami ni Tonga. Sema sarti ko may serene me Australia o Akanesi Tohotoa. And non programo sena non tambane ni boli taki. And na bibu kasar weekend na bibe kanini barong tukmini kuwa wasi bibe ira na marama rando tali rando kesa o ira na turanga rando sivi o ira marama do tuli sena be kada banganda da kabatik may piti na tambana ni buli take bete bitikino Akanesi na bibu kasar nga bikemuni na ilabo ni nganreba me boli kina namuni yau na laksar nga ni bakatandolo bikemuni ni kuwa na Talanoa ni ngoni salaro ni bakararate kina na bibole ngo kalungati ni tiko na nanda marama ni bitio Paulini Turagabeci na ngai bakamadala takatiko ko weekend na ngoni sale so ni nanda biboli na tambana ngo ia me bakangara kini bakarau bikemuni nanto bakarong tukmana ngo programo and na ronga da mande na sere me tikbuna na nanda Talanoa na yakabi binakani sigani ko me na tikbutaka na nanda bibosake awa mona bangkarama tamay na nanda to sere dono bonongo itiko kina nimbula binaka valebo na sema tikumay na sino binaka endai okay mona bangkara tali mandango binaka pakalebo na nomo ni sema tikumay na biokani okay Kanimaraw ni weekend na may sota da may Talanoa na ulutanga bibinaka may wasiti ko weekend ng buong binaka ni kuha. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Nakang ko sakit ko na nandito sere. Nakang ko na rongo da manda. Da babi ni binakapakaliw na nomo ni sema may na biokani. Wala sere metik butaka na nanda Talanoa.
Well,
Nakapakaoti na seroya na sere na ponondo moni nando marotaka pasivi ke mamretu ni valangi ando le ngon ke vakana ni viti sandolang to kana seroya me koteli tu na vakana nanu lesu ya ni ki vanu hai ya ndo marotaka na singa binaka ni ko vikem ni keda na semati ko mai ni mbula binaka vikem ni na semati kan ngoi valangi Amerika Australia Islandi ke kim do na semati ko na tokala loma do bula binaka na semati ko mai Kuwait binakabali bikim do na semati ko mai Japani pakatalanga kini mai Europe wera na wekanda era semati ko mai Chamani ke England binakabali buna nomnindo bakarong ko mai na program mongo ndo marau ni rosati ko na nonto maramo bulangu sa to buti ko na tandrau o Akanesi Tohotoa ke Paulini Turagabeci non romei tala takati ko ndo na ibata totoka sarang sa karombe ni dito may bitalano na marama biokani ngo ena ulutangan ni boleh taki ena mona liba-liba dana surete ros Armando meron na pakambula man weekend will get the ladies to introduce themselves, so we'll start with you Paulini aroni pamatal teke muningana na puno ni dabutumikina and then we'll pass it over to Akanesi to introduce herself as to where she's logging in from and which part of the Pacific you're from to Akanesi. Paulini, naka.
Sabi nakabali bu Dr. T ni mbulatali na wekango ni sema takumai na watu binakongo na kabinak nikua. Na lango nga Paulini Turagabeci marami ni tobu totoy lao. Babi binagtanga be Dr. T maramayano na wasya takumai ndalap takumai be kerao na mbongi binak nikua na tanga ni beba me kerao tomana tala na nito we Talanoa nito we wase na bukunga ni bisinisi na batu gona SIUHUU pinaka.
Nakabali besar Ramayano, Paulini, tolongan sarango be Akanesi. Akanesi, just a little bit about yourself to share to our listeners. Naka.
Forgot to unmute myself. Thank you, Dr. T, and thank you, Pau, Malo, Lelei, and Pulavinaca. My name is Akanesi Tohotoa. If you didn't watch our interview before, I am the founder of SIUHUU, the online marketplace for Pacific Islanders. We are based in Sydney, Australia, so I'm currently on live from Sydney. Yes.
And which part of Tonga are you originally from?
Yes, I am Tongan. I'm Tongan, but I'm now living in Sydney, Australia. And from Tonga, I come from, a few villages. My mom's side from Folaha and Hapai. And also my dad's side is from Belehake and Vava'u, Makabe Vava'u and Hapai, Tongaleleka.
Vinaka Makalemo. Because I know some of our listeners have connections to Tonga as well, and I'm sure by the end of our Talanoa today, you'll have lots of relatives as well. Because as you know, at Tonga and Fiji, we are so close in lots of ways. In many of our oral traditions, Fijians, they visited Tonga, and also Tonga visited Fiji. And, so many of us have got, very close relationships through marriage alliances and all the interesting history that Tonga brought to Fiji and vice versa.
It's funny that you mentioned that because my ancestors is from Fiji as well. They moved to Tonga. They were included in the people that moved back to Tonga from Fiji. So I think that I heard that it's the Lau Island that our ancestors are from, but I haven't been to Fiji, so hoping to
so now you've got Pau, who's also from Laos, and she's from the beautiful
Must
island of Totoya. So you two might be related too. You never know.
It's small world.
Small world. Yeah, thank you so much, Akanesi, for offering your knowledge and your skills and your platform to us. Maybe we'll get you to share with us your vision. For those who may have missed our first Talanoa, you can briefly talk a little bit about how the concept of SIUHUU came to be what it is now, and then tell us what's going on so far, and then I'll pass it over to Pau on how your collaboration happened about a year ago or so. So over to you, Akanesi.
Thank you, Dr. T. Yeah, so we launched last August, so it'll be 1 year next year. Next month, 1 year anniversary next month. So that's when we launched SIUHUU. So SIUHUU, for those of you who didn't watch our interview before or haven't heard about SIUHUU, SIUHUU is an online marketplace for Pacific Islanders to buy and sell products online, and from any part of the world. Where you are based, you can sell your products online. This idea came through because there is no platform out there for Pacific Islanders to buy and sell products online. Here in overseas, we have a lot of foreign marketplaces where we buy and sell any products, but there's nothing for Pacific Islanders, especially if you're living in a location or area that's far from a Pacific Island community, that you don't know anyone here in Australia or New Zealand or the United States. And we live in different from, it's not like in the village back in Fiji where you live close to each other. And where we live here in Australia, we live far from each other. A lot of distance between Pacific Islanders, and we don't really know each other until we get together to a Pacific Island get together or anything in the community. But SIUHUU is like an online marketplace where Pacific Islanders come together here in Australia, in Fiji, in New Zealand, in the United States, to buy and sell any products that Pacific Islanders use, including our food, our clothes, our traditional products, especially our traditional food and taro, yam, and especially our traditional mat. So that's something that it's difficult for us to find here in overseas. So SIUHUU is like an online marketplace that offers that opportunity for our Pacific Island people to buy and sell their Pacific Island products there.
Wow, that's wonderful. Glad to hear that you can buy stuff and you can also sell. And you also mentioned the traditional things, like tapa, mats, and food. So when you say food, would it be both cooked and uncooked, or how does it work with the neighborhood if you're in Australia or New Zealand? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's both cooked and uncooked. Many people bring frozen cassava or frozen yam via the container. A lot of businesses like that here in Australia. So SIUHUU is an opportunity for those of you who have like a shipping company that brings traditional crops from Tonga or Fiji or Samoa or Niue, and you can sell them on SIUHUU. So I think the benefits of selling on SIUHUU is you don't have to look anywhere else. You don't have to ask around families or check on Facebook to see if someone's buying the products that you want. But with SIUHUU, whenever someone edit their business or products, you can see it straight away and see the location, and you can buy from them directly. Yeah.
Man, that's amazing. Even the other day, we were talking with a lady, Joey Hudson, who lives in Sacramento, and she was craving for some seafood. And we were having a conversation of, imagine if someone can, get seafood, from Fiji, or if someone in California can make them and we just buy. So this is really great, when people have cravings like that, and you just go on SIUHUU and just find out if there's someone close to you. Would that work, Akanesi?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because a lot of I've seen a lot of Fijian businesses here who sell seafood, especially the kina, the vasua, and the kina. Yeah, they sell that a lot here in Australia as well, in Sydney.
Wow.
And
So
I think what.
Yeah, someone is asking for just the link. Would you be able to type it on the chat, the link to SIUHUU, so they can go directly into that? Yeah. So, binakacho kita ni Delay, o Akanesi na balay ningo, eh? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So it's SIUHUU.com. For those of you who, so SIUHUU is just the name that we came up with. SIUHUU is how we, how we express our joy and happiness when we dance, UK SIUHUU or SIUHUU. So that's where the name comes from. So it's really easy to remember. It's just SIUHUU.com. So SIUHW.com. So SIUHUU. So it's just when we do our traditional dance, that's how we usually shout or yell just to express our joy and mafana in our spirit. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's a very interesting word, mafana. So I know with the Tongans and the Lawans too, they often use the word mafana. So mafana, when you're really happy, you express your joy through dancing, through cheering. Also, when people are dancing, you can put money on them, which is the for us we call it whakawela. In Tongan, you call it whakapale.
Whakapale, yes.
Whakapale, where you put the money. That's the favorite part for me. When I'm dancing and there's lots of money put on me. That's when I dance even better. See, there's connection between Tonga and Fiji. So for those of you who are listening in, I've just put on the chat the website www.siuuhu.com. So you can go directly to her website. What about on Facebook? Are you also on Facebook or no?
Yeah, so on Facebook it's just SIUHUU. We have Facebook, we have Marketplace, Instagram, and we also have TikTok. So that's just search SIUHUU on Facebook or SIUHUU Marketplace.
Oh, there you go. So for those of you who are looking for it, so you just go straight into the just type in SIUHUU. Okay. And so in terms of how people can register to join your platform, can you explain to them how they can do it?
Yeah, so SIUHUU is like really similar. It's really easy to use, similar to Facebook. So you just go to SIUHUU and you can see the sign up button, and then you just click on the sign up, and then you can just either sign up using your Facebook page, so you don't have to go through the login process. Or you can sign up with your Gmail. If you already have a Gmail account, you can just sign up with your Gmail, or you can just create a new SIUHUU account using a different email and a password. It's free to join, so you don't have to pay to sell.
I was just going to ask, do you have to pay? So it's free.
So it's free to join, yes. So it's free to join and sell as many products as you want, whereas with other marketplaces, you have to pay to join, and you have to pay to sell each product. But with SIUHUU, it's free to sign up and sell your products there.
Wow, that's wonderful. Such a wonderful platform that brings all of us together. Eh?
Yes.
So especially for Tonga and Fiji, because many of us we often look for the Tongan ngatu, and vice versa. The Tongans always look for the Fijian kuta, for you for the Tongans to use. So that your platform would be a good place for that.
Because that's the goal. That's the main goal for SIUHUU, is for not just for us overseas, but to include the Pacific Islands as well. But the main thing is Fiji has already joined in, because PayPal is available in Fiji. So PayPal is already available for Samoa and Tonga and other Pacific Islands, but they haven't. I think they haven't accepted PayPal as a form of payment online. but only Fiji has already accepted PayPal. So Fiji, we have Fijian sellers from Fiji that has already joined on SIUHUU. And that's the goal, is not just for us overseas, but Fijian can buy stuff from Tonga. Tonga can buy, I mean, Tongan people can buy stuff from Samoa, because the kia, you know, the kia Samoa, like the traditional met in Samoa, that's very popular in Tonga, and also the kuta, you know, the kuta and the Fijian traditional ta'awala, you know, the traditional wear and mats. So that's SIUHUU. So that's the goal, is a platform where Pacific Islanders can buy and sell no matter where you are in the world, whether you're in the Pacific Islands or overseas.
Wow, yes, level Akanesi, you know, I know you're coming closer to the 1-year anniversary. How do you feel now, reaching this far from when you came up with the idea to have this platform?
Yeah, it's I mean, it's surreal. Like it's feels like a dream, because this is an idea that I've had for so many years, but I didn't have the means to action on that and to create the website. But now, looking back, it's like I'm thankful. I'm grateful to God for giving me the knowledge and the skills to make this website happens, and this idea comes to life. So I'm really grateful, and I can't believe it's almost 1 year. It feels like I just launched last month. That's how quick the time is. But I'm looking for, I mean, 1 year, there is a long way to go, because we're just getting started. So yeah, so we're excited for the future.
Yeah, that's exciting, and this is really in your area of your study. I remember in our last conversation, you were talking about your academic background. Maybe just very quickly just share, because some of them may be wondering, why is this lady, you know, talking about this? Because I know you've walked the talk, and then then we'll pass it over to Pau to share her involvement in your collaboration.
Yeah, because I know it's really, it is hard for us Pacific Islanders to start something, especially in the tech world, because we usually rely on the government or rely on big organization or businesses to start this for us. But as I mean, you can see in the United States, so many founders who just self-made businesses and business owners who, I mean, doesn't rely on the government or wait to have funding or anything to start. But this is like a challenge for me, because this was an idea that I really wanted to happen, because I really need the platform as well, because that's a challenge that I had. I really wanted to buy some of the Pacific Island food, but I didn't have anyone to ask to see if they know anyone that sells this. So this is something that I wanted to make it happen. And for us Pacific Islanders, I mean, it's a challenge for me to start this business, especially if you don't have, you know, big businesses supporting you. But that's something I want our Pacific Island people to encourage them. If you have an idea, just start with whatever you have. And I'm currently funding the businesses myself as well, and we're still looking for investors in the future. But with whatever you have, you can just start. You don't have to have the full knowledge or skills or anything. You don't have to become a doctor or master to start something like this. But I did study business in Tonga, and then I came to Wellington, New Zealand, and finished my bachelor's of business in the Polytech in Wellington. And then I went back to Auckland University and did my theology there. So I completed a Bachelor of Theology degree there, and then I moved here to Australia, and that's when I went to do my course in the web development. and front end engineers, and just how to create a website and stuff like that. And that's where I started. Once I finished the course, that's how I started working on the website. Yeah.
Wow, that is a great story, to share that you have a vision. You know, you don't just sit there and dream about it. You made it happen. Yeah. Wow, that is just so amazing. From Tonga to Aotearoa and now to Australia. So to me, just seeing the way you've moved from Tonga to New Zealand to Australia, you know, you've also experienced life in those three areas. So doing this online business, you understand, what people need in those places. So you're creating this platform for many of us. Vinak bakalib. So bikem ni na sema tikumai, bikem ni na binakata mo ni bulbul take na mo na liba-liba sa tikunggon na website na www.siuhu.com. Ang sambit chika na kena link na nugi patapatanggo ke baka ni berekin ron yo bulbul take raw talaga yo bulbul. So two things you're gonna do. You can sell and you can also buy. Sambu to talk kasaranga. So maybe we can go now to Pau. Pau, if you'd like to share with us the opportunity that came up for you to collaborate with Akanesi.
Dr. T. So Akanesi and I met on TikTok. I really liked her posts. Nawatali tagabale bunakaindo tambaka dakimai balati niukila ni kavo Cabo weekend na Leoniwasa Pacifica. It was something new, and so I followed her and she followed me, and that's how we started messaging each other. So I act as like a focal point for people in Fiji, and just to help them come on board, because I know that a lot of our business owners, it's already a big issue to be running a business, and not everyone is technically savvy or able to sign themselves up and or have the time. And so I try to be the middleman in that sense to help them sign up in case they find technical difficulties. So that's my role. And I've always said that I would like to put my services up there as well. So hopefully very soon get my books printed, because I think at the moment my books are only available on Amazon, but I'm thankful for Akanesi's platform, SIUHUU, that gives me the opportunity to sell my books to a big audience abroad, even while I live here in Fiji. So yes, that's I play a very small role, but I'm very honored to be supporting a woman in tech and in business.
Wow, that's a really good point, Pau. The support system. In this case, you know, another woman supporting another woman in business, but also in technology. And it's just so admirable, Akanesi, for having someone with your background in the field of technology, in the field of IT. And this is a field which I think is now included under STEM, you know, with science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And to see you taking the lead in this field is so admirable. So Mahalo, for being so brave. Because I know many of us would be, you know, thinking about it and writing a business plan, and you just put it in a book and hide it behind a folder behind somewhere in the house. But for you, you just did it. You know, I love your spirit, Akanesi. So far, how is it going in terms of the payment platform or the opportunities for people to safely use their card online to buy and sell?
Yes, thank you, Dr. T. In our previous interview, I mentioned Afterpay, but it's thankful that now Afterpay is available on SIUHUU. For those of you who doesn't know Afterpay is a payment, one of payment option for SIUHUU, and it's only available in Australia, New Zealand, United States, Canada, and in Canada, I think, and the UK, and it's it's a way, I think it's a payment methods that help us, especially when we can't afford the products all at once upfront. So you can pay with when you join SIUHUU. So if you're a seller, so the usual process for Afterpay, Dr. T, is if you're a business, you have to create an Afterpay business account in order to use Afterpay for your website or for your store. But with SIUHUU, you don't have to have the separate business account. With SIUHUU, when you join SIUHUU, Afterpay is already made available for anyone that sells products there. So you don't have to become a registered business to use Afterpay on SIUHUU. When you log into, when you sign up to SIUHUU and add your bank account details and start selling, Afterpay is automatically available for customers to buy your products using Afterpay. So Afterpay is a way where you pay for the products in 4 installments every fortnight. So say if you see something on SIUHUU and it's $200, and you don't have the $200 now, but you really need the product straight away, you can pay and get the products now, and then you'll pay fortnightly the $50 per fortnight to make up for the 200. So so that's the benefit of SIUHUU for Pacific Islanders. I mean, people out there, you don't have, because there is a separate fee for if you have a separate Afterpay accounts for your business, there is a separate fee, whereas SIUHUU, you don't have to have a separate fee when you join SIUHUU. Afterpay is already made available if you're in New Zealand and the countries that are made available there. So that's really, I mean, it's really, for me, I use Afterpay a lot for products that I can't afford upfront. I can get it now, but pay for it, I mean, in 4 and so, and it's interest free. So, because before, in our traditional way of buying stuff, you have to go and get a loan or apply for finance to get the money to pay for your items. But on top of that, there is interest on top of that loan. Whereas Afterpay, you just buy straight away on SIUHUU, and you don't have to pay interest. You just pay the total amount in 4 installments in every fortnight. So that's the benefits of having Afterpay on SIUHUU to help our Pacific Island people, sellers and businesses, as well as customers, afford the traditional mets or traditional products, because some of our traditional products can be so expensive, especially our fala or ngatu or the traditional wear. It's really expensive. So this is a good way for our Pacific Island people to afford the products and then pay for it later, interest free.
Wow, that is wonderful. So 4 installments. So as you said, a good example there of 200. You'll just pay 4 payments of $50.
$50 fortnightly. So every 2 weeks you pay $50.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man,
So
that's really, I think one gentleman just commented here, this is something that, it's really something that we need, particularly for our people. So,
yeah.
So this is a good platform, for all of us to join. So please join and register. I'm also included in that category. And so I've also recruited my daughter too. I was telling the ladies, because my daughter sells jewelry. So we will try and definitely join straight after this live, because I saw from the last previous Talanoa that this is so useful and the word is getting out there amongst our people. So in terms of us paying, because a lot of people, I know Pao will agree with me here in Fiji when they say, oh, Dr. T, I don't have a bank card, or I don't have a credit card, or how can you reassure them that they can still use SIUHUU with whatever options that are available for them?
Yeah, I'll just quickly touch on it, and then I'll leave it to Bao to talk about that. With the payment methods that we use on SIUHUU at the moment, it's Afterpay, You can pay by card, was like MasterCard or debit card or credit card. And you can also pay by PayPal. So PayPal is a really safe platform for online shopping. And that's available on SIUUHU. And that's how Fiji can join SIUUHU, because PayPal, Fiji people can use PayPal now from Fiji. They can create their PayPal account from Fiji, and they can connect their bank card. If you already have like a bank card, a MasterCard or Visa card in Fiji, especially for those of you who already have businesses in Fiji, you can start joining SIUUHU. But Paulini just sent me an email, a few weeks ago, saying that there is a different MasterCard that it's now available, where people can easily join SIUUHU using that MasterCard. And I'll leave Paul to talk more about it.
Thank you, Akanesi. Yes, that's right. Before, the only option that was available to us, Fiji Islanders, is PayPal, and for us to link our Visa debit or our Visa credit card, which we can apply for from our local banks. We cannot link directly to our bank accounts, unfortunately. PayPal only accepts US bank accounts and other bigger nations. So the Visa debit or Visa credit card is what we can link to our bank account, then link to our PayPal. And so that seems to be a very tedious route to take, lots of different steps. And also when you go and apply to a bank, you have to meet certain criteria, because the bank will have their interests at heart as well, to make sure that you are earning money and you are filling up that bank account. But we're so fortunate here in Fiji that a few months ago, Vodafone launched their M-Pesa MasterCard. And MasterCard is also a card that you can link to your PayPal. So you have different cards that you can link to your PayPal, Visa and MasterCard, and I'm sure there's others, but for us here in Fiji, those are the two that you can link. And what I'm happy and thankful for is that it's much easier for us to link our MasterCard, because you just apply on your phone. When you have your M-Pesa app, I know a lot of you know how to apply on your phone. You just have to fill out your personal details, take a picture of documents that they require, such as your birth certificate, your TIN letter, or an ID. Then you just take a selfie. I'm sure a lot of us are very professional at taking selfies, I guess. So just so that they can verify that you are the person on your ID. And so that goes through. And so it's very simple. I think I got mine in a few days. They reply on your phone that your MasterCard is available, then they will reach out to you again to pick up your physical MasterCard. But as long as that's connected to your M-Pesa, you can start making transactions. So from there, you just go onto your PayPal and you link your card. On your PayPal screen, you should be able to see something that says link card. Then from there, you have the options. Just press on MasterCard. And from there, it'll ask you your name, your billing address, the card number. Is it the CV number, which is usually the 3-digit PIN number that you have? Please do not share that with anybody. Do not take a picture of it and post it online, because that's just like a PIN number, your secret PIN number. So keep that safe with you. So that's just to verify. And the verification process is very easy and fast. And so, so then you can start using your MasterCard to make purchases. Even beyond SIUUHU, you can use your MasterCard to make online transactions, and it's very safe. And so it comes to your PayPal, and then so you have to transfer that onto your card in order to be able to cash that out. So with the advancement of technology, I won't be surprised if there's going to be even another avenue that we can, get online and sign up for SIUHUU and make our payments more seamless. So that's a new development for us here in Fiji. M-Pesa, MasterCard. It's also great because those who are living in the rural areas, they have M-Pesa, so they should be able to sign up for a MasterCard and share their business to the world. Vinaka.
Yes, Dina Sarangai, that is so true. Now, Pao, you can see the change in Fiji. Like you were saying, some of the market vendors and even farmers, they have, the M-Pesa. And M-Pesa is like a phrase that everybody uses all the time. When you asking for money or wanting to help your family, oh yeah, just M-Pesa it to me. It's part of our lingo. So nearly everybody has M-Pesa. Now that you have M-Pesa, you can now have M-Pesa MasterCard. And that M-Pesa MasterCard will link to your PayPal and help you buy and sell on SIUUHU. Wow. Bikim na barong chukumai. That's making it so much easier for us. Pau Turagabeci is going to be our focal point at the moment, working alongside Akanesi from Sydney. So if you have any questions you might want to ask or you want to connect with Paulini, just message me and I can connect both of you via my email. Yeah, so just send me a Facebook message through Talanoa with Dr. T and I can connect you with Pau. Binak balik besar Pau total na kau biawa siya Pau. Bir na bakarong chukumay na bimbi ni bitaka na biboli and mana liba-liba.
I think maybe just to add a caveat, sombek na nabatatar mai kevokai frindi na kevokai sombek na isaugu ni toka membaleta na nonra wakangatakan na na SIUUHU. So I just want to clarify that for PayPal, if you in order to transfer the money from PayPal to your bank account and so it's just those transactional fees that you have to be aware of. So I think it's about 11 Fiji dollars to make a transfer from your PayPal account to your bank account. That's a bank account. I'm not too sure about M-Pesa. They might have actually it's a PayPal fee. So the fee is around $11 that PayPal will extract in order for you to transfer your money from PayPal into your bank account. And also for SIUUHU, they do take a 5% cut from the sales. And so this 5% cut, it goes back into the business to be able for them to run the business, to troubleshoot any problems, any technical problems, to expand the business. So this 5% is SIUUHU's cut for providing us the platform. So it's almost like a rent, but unlike a rent that you have to pay every month, nabibula kebakanda da kilabna kebakanda token indona business in the rende nabibula na so mi token rende. But unlike renting on SIUUHU, that 5% is only taken when you make a sale. So you can put up your lovely pictures, your lovely products forever and not be charged until you make a sale. So there's no hidden costs. We're laying it out there that there's a transaction fee when it comes to transferring from PayPal to your bank account, and also 5% that, if I'm correct, please, Akanesi, correct me on this, that SIUUHU takes. And also, please remember your shipping fees. When you ship abroad, take that into account. So, nangona kede ni na mbiuta na kenisau ni nomni laknilinga. Please take into account the transaction fees that come into play and also the shipping fees. So you put that, and try to work out something that is good for both you and the customer, that you get a good sale, but it's also a good price for the customer because they have to pay for the shipping fee. So put that into your final product pricing. Come back ngaya, Dr. T.
That's very nice and clear. There are no hidden costs for you to, like as Akanesi was saying, the joining fee. There's no joining fee. You can join in straight away. It's free, but they will take that 5% from your sales, and then the PayPal transfer cost. From transferring your funds from your PayPal to your bank. PayPal will take $11. So it's good that it's shared this way. For those of you who are watching and some of you are asking questions, please feel free to put your questions here, because after this live, Akanesi and Paulini will be reading the comments and responding to. And maybe another month from today, while we celebrating your 1-year anniversary, we can do another live, to celebrate 1 year that you've survived this far, and you've brought in so many people, on this platform. And if there are people who want to get hold of you, Pau, what's the best way to get hold of you? Do they still do they have contacts to you, or do you still want them to come via my platform?
Yes, please reach out to Dr. T, who will reach out to me, just so that I can just sort of streamline those who are coming to me about SIUHUU and those who are contacting for other reasons. So so if Dr. T, if you can be the middleman, that'll be very convenient for me.
Okay, wonderful. I'll get them to buy my books before they reach
you.
Yes,
good idea. Buy her books before you reach me, please.
So we are all supporting each other. It's really great to see, women hustling, on the side. Even though you have your main job here, you're still doing things on the side. But it's really, it's really encouraging to encourage a lot of our women, particularly those who are stay-home moms. What would be your word of encouragement, Akanesi, to our women who are listening in terms of marketing their products? Because I think many of us have been in the business field for a very long time. But when it comes to marketing our materials, they are, how can I say, it's kind of like another field altogether. How can SIUHUU become the marketing platform for them?
Thank you, Dr. T. Yes, so that's an important topic, the marketing side of things, because I think with the good thing about SIUHUU is when people come together to SIUHUU, you don't need to spend so much money on marketing, because whenever you sell your products on SIUHUU, all the users on SIUHUU can see your products online on the website. And even those who haven't joined SIUHUU, they can see the website to see all the products that are available there. And it saves a lot of money on marketing, because you don't, with the business now, if you want to start your own business, you have to do your own website. You have to, so that's a different cost, like building a website, and not everyone is tech savvy. So you have to do marketing on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. But with SIUHUU, say from a few years from now, thousands of people will be using SIUHUU. It's anyone who sells their items there. It's accessible to, it's a great exposure to thousands of people that are joining SIUHUU. So it saves a lot of marketing. You don't have to try and get yourself out there for people to see your products. Saves a lot of your time and money, because once you post it on SIUHUU, everyone can see it, whether in the United States or Australia or New Zealand or Fiji. And it's good thing that you mentioned, because for selling your products on SIUHUU, we have a lot of sellers there now, but it's just to remind them that there are links that you can share your link of your products to your social media pages, or you can share it on email. So you don't just sell your products, list your products on SIUHUU and just let it sit there. You can add your link to your profile, because you see on Instagram there is link there to add your website or whatever. You can just add your link on your SIUHUU profile to your Instagram or to your Facebook, and you can share when you post your items. You can share the link of your products to your Facebook page, so people can come in and click on it and just buy straight away on SIUHUU. And it's much easier and it's safer, because with Facebook, I mean, with the shipping that Bao mentions, a lot of Fijian has already, is now shipping items to the United States, to Australia. And it's not a new thing for a lot of Fijian businesses and individual sellers and stay-at-home mom, because a lot of them are selling items from Fiji. But SIUHUU is is the safest platform for the Pacific Islanders to buy and sell products at the moment.
There's a question asked here from Joe Modeda. I think this is a question which I think all of us, I can even answer it for him, but I think it's better to come from you, Akanesi, and even Pau, about the use of PayPal, because I think a lot of our people are conscious of putting their bank details online. And so the question here is about scammers. If they can get to PayPal, then it's connected to your bank account or their bank card. How can you reassure them that it's safe?
Yeah, so PayPal is one of the most safest payment platform out there for scammers, because the reason why we use PayPal, because it's very safe. When you put a lot of people doesn't feel safe putting their bank account details directly on the website. So what they do is they add their bank account details on their PayPal account, and then connect their PayPal account to the website or to SIUHUU or whatever website you are joining, because PayPal is it's very safe. It's safer than a lot of platform out there, and yeah, it's scammers doesn't usually get your PayPal account. I haven't heard anyone getting scammed on PayPal. I haven't had any experience or someone close to me. The scam is mostly when you enter your bank details directly on a website. That's when the scammers happen, but not with PayPal. I couldn't. Yeah, I haven't heard anyone who has. There may be, but yeah, I haven't heard anyone that has the experience. But on that note, talking about the scammers, that's why we created SIUHUU, because with the Pacific Islanders, there's no safer platform out there for Pacific Islanders to buy and sell their products, especially from Fiji or from New Zealand. As you see on Facebook, there's a lot of posts on Facebook where scammers take a photo or steal your photo of a traditional mat or traditional products and post it on their Facebook page as their own products, and then pretend to sell them. And when someone sees it from New Zealand, they send the money to that person on Facebook, just Western Union or whatever. Once that person receives the money, then they close down their Facebook page, and that's, you say goodbye to and that's happening a lot now, where people pretend to sell the products they don't have. And that's that's the main reason why SIUHUU is here. It's very safe. It's the most safe and secure platform because of the payment methods. You don't have to Western Union or bank transfer your amount, because if there's any issue with the products, you can't get a refund or anything. But with SIUHUU, when you pay by PayPal or FPOS or Afterpay, we can refund the money. So if there's any issue, we can easily refund the money, and the seller and the customer or seller can't close their account directly and steal the money. So that's a very safe. So that's why we created SIUHUU, to provide a safe platform for Pacific Island people to sell their products online and overseas.
Vinaka Vakalebo for reassuring us. Yeah, and I think for those who are asking that question, that is why Akanesi set up this page, this www.siuuhu.com platform, is to do exactly that, to avoid the scammers, to make it safe for us, to avoid those who pretend to be the seller, which is something that I think even with Vevolini Kawetoke, Pauline, there's been cases in our Fijian Facebook page where people are doing exactly how you explain, Akanesi. They pretend to be the seller, they receive the money, and then no goods were sent, and then they turn off their phone and they close down their page. So it's really sad that that's happening. But I think for those of you who are concerned about that, just try it out. Reach out to the website, set up a page and see many others who are also there. So don't feel that you're the only one. There's Fijians who are also have joined. So maybe Paulini, before you share something you were wanting to share, Akanesi, would you like to share maybe on the screen just the website if you would like to share to others, or we can see your background on what the website would look like if they go in?
Yeah, so this is if you see the background, that's the website now. If you're using like a computer or laptop, you can see the categories there on top, and you can see the recently added items at the bottom. So it's really easy to navigate, and you can see the price as well. So the currency is Australian dollar, but if you see the AUT on top, next to the new listing on my background, you can click on that and select the local currency that you are, like say you want to see the Fijian dollar off the price, you can select any currency and you can see how much it is in your own currency.
Okay, so this Fijian, and those of us in America, we can choose USD from our side.
Yeah. Yes, so you can click on you can click on the drop down and you can select USD or Fijian or Tongan or New Zealand, and you can see the price in your own United States currency or the New Zealand currency, so you know roughly how much you're paying for the items on SIUUHU. But I think I just, because on the security and the safety there, with the website, entering your bank details and everything, they are all encrypted. So even us, even the owner, I mean us admins, we don't see any of your bank account details or anything. I think it's the same with every other website online. Once you enter your bank details, it's encrypted, so no one, even us, can see your bank account. So it's really safe, because I think a lot of people are thinking that we can steal your bank account details or anything. I mean, we can't see it. The website is already set up, so when you enter your bank details, it's encrypted. Like, you can only see the XXX, and you can't see the bank account details. So so it's totally safe on SIUUHU to use. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for those of you who may be feeling that way, it's natural to feel that way. To feel like, oh, I'm putting my personal information in here. I don't know who's on the other side of the computer, but just know that Akanesi is reassuring us that she works in that field, and she and her team are here for us, to protect us. And if anything happens, if it does happen, they're there to refund any money.
Yeah, the refund is easy. So you don't have to waste your energy and stress and trying to chase up your money. Yeah.
Oh, Akanesi. Pauline, you were going to share an additional note to the marketing point? Nakapau.
Yes, I'd also like to add on to what Akanesi has said about the security. I've been a patron of PayPal for a few years now, and I've had no problem. But just some precautions to take. You'll notice that you have to sign up an email that's linked to your PayPal. And so PayPal only sends you notifications about the transactions that you've made on your PayPal. So for instance, if someone has sent you money, the notification will come, this person has sent you money. If you transfer your money to your bank account, the notification will come that you've transferred your money to the bank account or that you've sent somebody money. They also just update you if they have new policies, privacy policies, security policies. But usually these emails are do not reply emails. They do not send you links. They do not encourage you to click on any links. And I'd also like to encourage you, if someone is masquerading as a PayPal, some people might do that, some hackers or whatnot, some scammers, do not click on any link that is sent to you, because that's not what PayPal will ever ask you to do. And also you'll also see that a lot of scammers will say, okay, in order for you to fix this, these are a list of things that you should answer: your name, your address, your bank account details. Do not fill that in and send them that detail. So a lot of times, if you want to check your PayPal and you see a notification come on your email, don't press any links. Get out of that browser, that email browser, open a new browser, and connect to your and enter your PayPal. And yeah, so those are just some safety precautions that I would advise everyone to take, not only when it comes to PayPal. Maybe you have other payment options, payment platforms, or scammers are getting really smart these days and they want to masquerade as all these different platforms. Just don't click on any links that they send you. Just delete the emails. Do not even reply. Do not even try to reply to them. So so far, for me as a PayPal user, I've only had good experiences. Although, sometimes I wish they would cut down their fees, but for the good job that they're doing, they're worth every cent that they take it. And also, just I wanted to add something about marketing. If you are a social media influencer, please reach out to SIUHUU, to Akanesi.
Yes, that's right.
We do not promise you that we will take on your services, but I just want to encourage young people. If you think you're a social media influencer, you have a good following, put together a media kit and just approach businesses, online businesses or brick and mortar businesses, and say, okay, this is what I charge for this services. If I do a 3-minute video, this is how much I charge. Put yourself out there, because you might not be hired now, but when your information is with the business, they can always refer back to you because they have something in front of them. They know what your services are, and for them it's convenient. Instead of running around and looking for influencers, if you put yourself out there, you're already on their mind, on their database for them to reach out to you. So again, if you are a social media influencer, you think that you can promote SIUHUU or any other platform, reach out to SIUHUU and give them your media kit, or give them how much you would charge for this. Maybe you could negotiate something. Like I said, I'm not here to speak on behalf of Akanesi and say you will be hired, but the possibility is there. So, you really have to champion yourself. You might not be the business owner, but you might be the influencer who helps project that business even further. So go ahead and reach out to Akanesi. That's on the marketing side that I wanted to add on. Thank you.
Oh, Malo. I'm sure there will be, some young people listening in, and even some business people too online. I just saw a few messages coming through too. People who might be, referred to you, Akanesi. That is a really good point, Pa, where some of these young people can utilize their video skills and their social media presence to earn, some extra buck. That's really awesome. Akanesi, what would you like to say on that?
Yeah, no, I'm really glad that Bal bring that up, because we just recently there was an influencer we just recently hired in contract to promote SIUHUU. So we are looking for influencers, social media influencers to promote SIUHUU. So if you have, you don't have to have like 1 million followers or anything. Yeah, so if you're a social media influencer, just hit us up, because we are currently looking for people to promote SIUHUU on social media. We're also looking for video, video maker. If you create videos, if you do, where you go out and do interview, a video interview or anything, we want to hire video creators, content creators, and stuff like that. So if you're if you have that skills, you can always hit us up, yeah, to see if we can work together.
I've just gone into the website now. I'll just quickly share it on the screen. It's really easy to follow. It looks really good. It's there you go, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who are asking about the website, this is the website. Yeah, www.siuuhu.com. So these are the categories. Food is right on my front view. So there's food and drinks, traditional clothing, jewelry, beauty. Wow, the gifts. And then these are the recently added ones, the one you were talking about, Akanesi, yeah?
Yes,
the t-shirts and all of that. Yeah? Wow.
So you can click on the right arrow just to see, if you don't want to, yeah, just to see the.
Wow. Okay. So beautiful. Look at this. Wow. Yeah. Some beautiful photos. I see this Dodo here. This is great. It's a beautiful
that's
map.
from New Zealand. That's from New Zealand. Yeah. So this is a seller in New Zealand, because that's the thing. Like wherever you are in the world, you can sell your products online on SIUHUU.
This is a Wakandi Bilibili. It's a very special mat from those in Lomiviti. I think is it Batiki. They're well known for making these beautiful mats. Wow, this is awesome. See, so she lives in New Zealand, but your website is based in Australia. So that's a really good example, yeah?
Yeah, if you scroll down, you can see the location of the products. Just scroll down a little bit, just to the bottom, and then you can see the location. So it says Auckland, New Zealand, and that's where you can see where the seller is from and where the products is.
Wow, this is great. See, so that's an example of a Fijian mat for those of you who are watching. And I know I had a few colleagues of mine who had mats from women who came from Ra province, and they were wanting to sell their mats. So this is a really good way we could encourage them, especially our weavers, to go on here. Wow, okay. I will definitely join in, my sister, straight after this. Oh, this person looks familiar. Nako Pau. So Pau is already there. That's great.
So the business services, we don't have, I think, because SIUHUU is still new for many of our Pacific Island people. It's a new concept, and we're still trying to invite, those of you who have businesses, live streaming. If you're a Pacific Islander and you own like whatever business services, if you own in like a shipping services, if you have a restaurant or a flower arrangements, photography or video live stream, because nowadays our people live stream everything, the birthdays, the wedding, the funerals, and everything. So you can add your live streaming services and the prices there, and people can just come and book your service, your photography or live streaming services on SIUHUU, and select which day they want to book and book it directly there online. So that means, so that way more people will be will know about your products. It'll be it's a good exposure, and also the reviews. That's one thing that I wanted to touch on, Dr. T, the reviews.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we have just recently added a new feature where people can post the photos that they received in the review. So say I buy some of your books, and then I post a review comment on your account, and also take a photo of the books that I bought from you. It's just it's a way of building trust. People can see reviews and the photos of the products that they receive, and it encourages them to buy from that seller or from that business.
Totoo saranga. This is great.
And this is not just the categories. If you browse all, there's more categories that's showing on the homepage. Yes.
Oh, I see. Wow. So the accommodation, car rentals, restaurants, man. So this is much bigger and wider than what we what anyone can imagine it to be. This is great.
And it's to support Pacific Island businesses, because say if I'm in here in Sydney and I need to do my car, or if I need to buy food, I mean, I need to support the Pacific Island businesses nearby. So this is a way where they can come and list their services on SIUHUU, so more of us can support their business and use their services. Because we don't really know a lot of our Pacific Island owned businesses in our area. And it's not just for businesses that's registered business. It's for any individual. If you're a stay-at-home mom, if you have something there that you do at home, bakery, the birthday cakes, and if you do wedding cakes and stuff, if you sell wedding cakes or birthday cakes or anything, you can sell them here, sell everything here on SIUHUU to help us find your businesses and services.
This is great. Oh, I can see cover here. So I know there's a lot of grog swipers who are also listing in. So if you're a grog farmer or seller or middleman, or even love to drink it, this can be a platform as well for selling and buying. Totoka makawati, man. Oh,
because I think in the marketing, when I went back to Tonga, I went for a visit last year, and there's so many, the crops, the watermelon is just everywhere, but there's not enough market out there for Pacific Islanders to sell their crops and their food overseas. You have to find a type, like a market or like overseas, to sell your crops. And I also saw the news in Niue where a lot of the farmers is struggling to find a market overseas to sell their crops. And SIUHUU is a way for Pacific Islanders to sell their traditional crops, their food from the islands. It's a market, it's an online marketplace where anyone in United States or Australia can access your crops and sell and buy them online on SIUHUU. So it's giving another opportunity for the farmers, or in Fiji, or anyone who sells the crops, to help them, give them a market. Who knows who, like a big organizations or big businesses out there, or who are looking for farmers or traditional food, they can come on SIUHUU and find the farmers in there. That's another opportunity for them as well. So there's a lot of doors and opportunities in
SIUHUU. Man, this is wonderful. Binaka Akanesi for enlightening us, especially with the marketing, because many of us have products, whether it's food or crafts or skills, but it's a marketing part that some of us may lack, and you've given us this opportunity. So again, once more, Akanesi, binaka for availing yourself tonight to share a little bit from SIUHUU and giving us an update. But before we finish, Pao, is there anything else you want to share before I pass it back to Akanesi to close our session?
Yeah, this is, I just want to say thank you for allowing us to come and spread the word about SIUHUU. Thank you for all the viewers for tuning in. And I just want to encourage you, if you are an aspiring business owner, if you're a business owner, you have faith in your products, please take a chance. It's a very low risk for you to sign up. You can even take your time to test the website out and just have fun with it. And yeah, this is a new opportunity for us islanders. And you know, there's always this thing they say that it's early adopters to a new platform that get the best out of that platform. So SIUHUU is just going to turn 1 next month. So for all us early adopters, we're the ones that are going to reap the benefits of being first on the platform. So yeah, so thank you very much. If there's any other questions beyond this, you can always reach out to Dr. T, who will connect you to me. Thank you.
Thank you for your support for SIUHUU and for always being there as well for aspiring writers and encouraging a lot of our young people to write their story and get their voices heard. For all that you do. Akanesi, over to you.
Thank you, Dr. T. Just same with Pao. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to talk about SIUHUU and get the platform out there to all your viewers and the Fijian people. And yes, so I'm just thankful. You know, the 1 year anniversary next month, we may do like a free giveaways. So if we do like a next session next month, we might do a few free giveaways to some of our viewers on your session, Dr. T, wherever you are. So we can send you some of the products on SIUHUU. Yeah, just to celebrate the first year, the 1 year anniversary of SIUHUU. And also, I think I forgot to mention that businesses in Fiji, if you have a restaurant or business services that you list on SIUHUU, we can pay, people from overseas can pay their family on SIUHUU to come and dine in your restaurant in Fiji. So that's another opportunity. If you're in Australia or in Fiji, we can, if you list your business services and restaurants on SIUHUU, it gives us opportunity to pay for our families back in the islands to enjoy your food on SIUHUU. So that's another opportunity. But overall, SIUHUU, yeah, this is the first year, so I'm really excited. Just thinking about the future and what SIUHUU, can be in the future. We are currently working on shipping integration, Dr. T. So that's so shipping integration. It gives the opportunities for customers and sellers to track their shipping or their order live on SIUHUU. So they can see when the shipping is, when the order is like on its way, they can see where it is. So it's a live tracker. So we're currently working on the shipping integration at the moment. So it'll be available for anywhere, United States. And after that, we'll be working on creating an app. So, because I'm sure a lot of people now is using app mostly than the website. So we're looking to create an app after, and hopefully get it out there and make it more user-friendly for our Pacific Island people. So join SIUHUU, it's free. The commission that Pao talks about, the 5%, that's like a very small commission, only if you sell your products, compared to other online marketplaces where you have to pay to join, you have to pay to sell, to list your products, and then add on to the fees when you're commissioned. But with SIUHUU, it's free. There's no hidden fees there except for the 5% commission. But overall, join SIUHUU, share with your families. If you know anyone who has a business or thinking about starting a business, we know we haven't seen any furniture makers. We know there's a lot of Pacific Islanders that create furnitures, cabinet makers, and stuff like that. So SIUHUU is there for you, Pacific Island creative people, to start selling your products there. And spread the word. And yeah, if you're an influencer or video creators, if you create content, hit us up, because you can contact us on the contact page on SIUHUU website, or you can contact us on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook social media. You can just send us a message there and see if we can work together. Doesn't matter if you're in Sydney, if you're in Fiji, or if you're in New Zealand. I think that's the benefits of the technology now, because we don't hire just people here in Sydney. We can hire anyone from United States or New Zealand or Australia or Fiji. So yeah, overall, thank you, Dr. T, for the opportunity, and we look forward to our next session. Yeah, next month. Malo.
So thank you so much. Now I'm excited for next month. Looking forward for the anniversary celebration. We're very proud of the work you do, Akanesi, and your team. I know you've got a wonderful team that supports you and your beautiful family. So I think from all of us listening tonight, we want to thank you for your vision, for doing this for our people, to support those from the grassroots all the way up to those who are established. And I think this is what we want to encourage amongst our people. So, Malo ladies for coming in tonight, and we look forward to next month. So let me know when I can schedule you, and I will be there.
Yeah.
Okay, and have a good evening.
Thank you, Pao. Thank you, Dr. T. Have a good night.
Naka Akanesi, naka Pao. For those of you listening in, we want to take this time to thank Akanesi Tohotoa and Paulini Turagabeci for joining us today, sharing with us the website, and it's an online platform for buying and selling. So if you're a cabinet maker or carpenter, weaver, a pottery maker, or anything that you have that you want to sell, please contact them. Go online, register. It's free to join, and you can buy and sell. Also, when you join, you can see other fellow artists, weavers, other people who in your field that can help to market and support the work you do. So next month, they will be turning one. They'll be celebrating their 1-year anniversary. And as Akanesi said, that they will be doing some giveaways on their 1-year anniversary on this platform. So watch for their poster, and we look forward to having many of you join us then. Nakavalevo for supporting this program. If you have any events coming up or any opportunity to promote your work, whatever program you're doing, whether it's fashion, business, farming, anything, send us an email on talanoawithdrt@gmail.com, and we'd love to host you here. Nakapakalevu, farewelling you from the beautiful islands of Hawaii, Nisamaremata. Naka.